10 zodiac pairs most likely to be in a toxic relationship. Synastry is much deeper than the sun signs, which is why you should always consider the entire chart and not just the base of basics. In today's video, we're going to present the 10 zodiac pairs, based on the sun sign, that are most likely to end up in a toxic relationship. When taking these into account, we're going to go over the pairs that are either in low vibrational form or most likely to cause low vibrational emotions from each other. So watch out. Number 1. Sagittarius and Cancer. These two are in what we call in conjunction or quincunx. These two signs simply want very different things in life and have very different goals, and yet the attraction and chemistry can be very strong between them. Sagittarius strives for freedom of thought, speech, and movement in life. They want to explore, adventure, and experience. Whereas Cancer wants a cozy home, stability, and emotional safety. Cancer can weigh heavy on Sagittarius's shoulders, and in turn, honest Sagittarius can turn to cheating and lying. While intuitive Cancer perceives all that's wrong, but lacks the strength to end the relationship and set both of them free. Sagittarius, in turn, might not be able to take any more of that Cancer weight and emotional control, and they flee never to return, leaving Cancer hurt and their own hurt unfinished. Number 2. Aquarius and Scorpio. These two are in a square, and they're both fixed signs, which make this relationship extra challenging and difficult. They're both set in their ways. Aquarius is intellectual, Scorpio is emotional, and they don't know nor want to budge even an inch, which leads to a very toxic relationship and emotions. Aquarius will make mind games and play cold and hard to get, whereas Scorpio will show off its most poisonous traits and wound seemingly cold-hearted Aquarius every turn it gets. These two will thrive on all the wrong emotions, like adrenaline and excitement, whereas the healthy emotional bonds will deteriorate and become retarded. Their growth will turn into spite, and their love will turn into hate. But even then, they'll not be able to quit each other and will be stuck in a toxic loop for years. Number 3. Leo and Capricorn. This is another pair in a quincunx or in conjunction. These two are not just different, or two different elements, but also modalities. Leo is a fixed sign stuck in their passionate ways, whereas Capricorn is a cardinal sign focused on its ambition and goals. Leo needs a lot of attention, warmth, and affection, and Capricorn is anything but. They're cold, focused, and determined. They don't care much about trivial things like romance and lollygagging in emotions. Capricorn hurts Leo every chance it gets, and Leo in turn creates drama and makes public scenes that turn Capricorn's already cold heart even colder. They're each other's headache and they wound each other on a profound level. Leo, as a fixed sign, is more prone to endure and prolong this misery, and Capricorn, as a cardinal sign, is much more practical and prone to end things, leaving Leo to suffer for longer than they would in the first place. Number 4. Aries and Virgo. Yet another in conjunction between the pairs, this time cardinal and fiery Aries, and mutable and earthy Virgo. These two are as far from each other as possible on a zodiac wheel. Aries wants action, adventure, passion, and excitement, whereas Virgo wants order, neatness, and harmony in their daily life. These two might have strong physical attraction and matching libidos, but Aries will soon feel suffocated by Virgo, whereas Virgo will feel uprooted and upheaved by a crazy Aries. They'll prick and prong each other in all the wrong places, and they'll get into more fights than in lovey-dovey scenarios. However, these two might develop a relationship based on carnal pleasures and adrenaline addiction, making up passionately after every fight, but very toxic in the long run. Number 5. Pisces and Gemini. Even though these two are both mutable signs, they're in a square and their elements are just too different. Pisces is water and Gemini is air. Emotions versus intellect. Nothing in common. The only thing in common between these two is the tendency to lie, gossip, and invert the truth. Pisces tend to live in their own la-la land, where dreams and fantasies prevail over reality, and Gemini tends to create false scenarios and rumors for their own amusement. Each of them will have a tendency to create their unique version of their relationship in their mind and go on based on that. Gemini will have the help of their friends, and their friends might have a totally different picture of their relationship than it actually is. Pisces will have the help of their own inner fantasy world and imaginary characters, and they'll act accordingly to their advice and feelings that might have nothing in common with actual reality. Number 6. Taurus and Libra. Although these two signs have the same ruler, Venus, they have very different styles of falling in love and expressing affection. Taurus is a fixed earthy sign, whereas Libra is a cardinal Aries sign. Taurus will want solid and material proof of Libra's devotion, love, and affection, whereas Libra will want more freedom from Taurus and more flexibility for which Taurus is not capable. Libra might fool around, flirt, and cheat, whereas Taurus will not have the ability to overlook or forgive that. Libra wants to go to social events, show off their partner, and be famous for their dashing looks, whereas Taurus will want to stay at home, chill, and eat home-cooked food. Both of them have a tendency to overindulge in junk food and sweets, so they can support each other's addictions and become overweight. Number 7. Pisces and Libra. These two might seem like a good match at first, as they're both very romantic and prone to fantasizing about love and their partner, but they're quite different in their ways of expressing and showing love. Pisces is a mutable and water sign prone to delusions, illusion, and dreaminess, whereas Libra is a cardinal and air sign prone to objectivity, disloyalty, and general emotional aloofness. Both of these signs are known to cheat, but if Pisces cheats, they'll do so because they're attracted to emotional affection. And if Libra cheats, they'll do so because they want to explore their pleasure and options. Libra will have a capacity to hurt Pisces on an emotional level, and Pisces has the capacity to create a phobia of emotional depth in Libra. Number 8. Taurus and Sagittarius. These two are not a good match in any way. Taurus, a fixed earthy sign, and Sagittarius, a mutable fiery sign, couldn't have less in common. Taurus will be too difficult and unmoving for a springy Sagittarius, and Sagittarius will be too aloof and non-caring for a materialistic Taurus. Both of them might have some passionate moments and fiery nights, but in the daylight, they're as different as night and day. They have nothing in common, and their spheres of interest are just worlds apart. Sagittarius might grow bitter and angry over time, whereas Taurus might grow distant and detached. Taurus is the more practical one, so if Sagittarius doesn't ghost first, Taurus will be the one who will end this unfruitful transaction. Number 9. Aquarius and Cancer. Another pair that's as different as night and day. Aquarius is a fixed air sign that values intellect and rationality above all else, and Cancer is a cardinal water sign that exists in and for their emotions. Aquarius's harsh and emotionally detached demeanor will hurt sensitive and in their feelings Cancer over and over. Cancer will be too suffocating and emotionally burdening for Aquarius, and they'll feel like they don't have time to think, invent, and be themselves anymore. And they would be right. Cancer strives for complete emotional and spiritual union, whereas Aquarius prides itself on its individuality and independence. Not a good match at all. And at number 10, Scorpio and Aries. Now, these two are a fiery combo. Both are ruled by Mars, and both are very passionate about their emotions. The only difference is that Aries is a cardinal fire sign, and Scorpio is a fixed water sign. Aries lacks the depth to deal with Scorpio because Scorpio has another ruler, Pluto, and it gives it a dark and creepy undertone that Aries has no way of understanding or comprehending. Aries is a fast decision maker, an impatient thinker who likes to make decisions on their feet, whereas Scorpio is a planner. Scorpio believes that revenge is a dish best served cold, whereas Aries forgets its grudges after 5 minutes. They are a perfect match for the road of self-destruction and a world that ends in fire. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe for all the updates.